right, guys, Anthony and Chelsea here. We're going to teach you guys a pretty cool dip pattern that you guys can do in two-step, West Coast swing, East Coast swing, polka, whatever dance you're dancing, country swing, whatever. This is just a cool variation of a basic dip that looks really, really cool, okay? So we're going to show it to you once, and then we're going to break it down and teach it to you. So for this example, we're just showing you how to do it in two-step. Of course, you can do this in whichever dance that you want. We're just going to end up in something here and do this dip. All right. Now, breaking this down, this can come from anything at all where I have my right hand and her left hand and I can free spin her in. So from any direction, like even if you're doing one of those country swing things and whatever, and I can get to this direction, I can turn her from that hand. As long as I can get my right hand to her left hand, we should be good from any dance. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got my right hand, her left hand. She has to be forward on her left foot because her weight has to be forward on her left foot in order to be able to turn because she's going to be turning to the left. So the first thing I've got to do is I've got to turn her in with that hand. All right. Now, ladies, as soon as he starts turning you, if you know this is coming, then what you're going to want to do is raise that right arm straight and almost vertical. So if you notice, she's out right now, and as soon as she starts turning, she brings that arm up because what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that arm. So we're here. She starts turning. I turn her. I let go of her, and I take my left hand into her right upper arm. Somewhere between her elbow and her armpit is fine, okay? Not below the elbow, and don't grab her armpit, but especially if she's been dancing a long time that night. So, but we're just basically, now if you notice my palm is facing outwards, it's going to be facing her, and my fingertips are pointed. So guys, from this angle, you'll notice that my hand is pointed this way. So if I'm in this position, and she's over here, when I turn her, as soon as I come in, I bring that hand up and I take that arm with my left hand. All right, so again, from this angle, she's going to be turning in, and when she does, I take that upper arm with my left hand. Now, her motion doesn't stop there, okay? So she's going to continue to turn, and I take that arm, and when I do, now this is kind of a neck roll, so she's got to basically lower her head as I continue to turn her with that arm until it clears her head and I bring it down. Now, this is a two-handed dip. So I'm going to have her with my right hand, her left hand. I'm going to bring her in. I'm going to take that arm. And as soon as she comes under, I take my right hand and I'm going to grab basically that other hand with my palm facing upwards to end up in that dip pose. Okay, so this starts with the left hand. I take the left hand, and as she continues turning, then I come basically over top of that other arm and I have her in this position for the dip. All right, so it's going to come again from underneath. I palm facing outwards. I take the other hand. She continues to turn. I've got both hands over top, and then we're going to hit this dip, and we're going to talk about how that works. All right, so guys, all you're doing is bringing her in, and then you're just kind of side together, side, and get into a lunge position. This is your left foot. So if you watch this from this angle, guys, you're turning her in, and you're going side together, side, and lunging down into that left leg, keeping your right leg straight and pointed out to the side. Ladies, you're just turning until you're going to end up with your weight onto your right foot. So if you notice, if we were facing here and we ended up in this position, my arms are over top of her upper arms, her weight is on her right foot and she's going to be turning. Okay, so now she's facing the side, I'm still facing forward, and from here when I get into that lunge, she's going to keep her weight onto that right foot. And if you notice, her left leg is actually straight, and don't kick it up in the air. It's really going to be distracting. A lot of times when ladies do pattern, they kick the foot up in the air thinking that's cool, and all that does is just draw attention to the foot. What you want them to see is this cool dip that's happening between the two of you. Guys, when you do this, you've got to be in the right spot so that my left leg is outside of her foot, right? And so when we hit this pose, we don't want to be creepy guy looking down on her here, right? So what we want to do is we want to have this separation. We can turn her head, but we don't want to lean over. We're partially supporting a little bit of her weight with her upper body. And if we lean over, now all of our weight's going to be here, and that's going to roll out, and that's probably not going to be good. So when we turn her in, we come to this position, and we let her hit that. And then we just simply bring her up. And then we can do whatever it is that we're going to do next, all right? So Another tip about doing dips, and not just this one, but any other dip. If you're getting ready to dip for like a wedding dance, or like you're performing, or even if you're just out social dancing, you don't want to hit the dip and then come right out of it. It's kind of lazy, right? So we want the people watching this to be able to digest what just happened. So you got all this motion and you have boom, and you stop, and you're gonna hold that. Think of somebody, we're holding a camera, taking a picture, you don't want them to miss it, so you gotta hold that dip long enough for them to be able to, if they knew it was coming, to take 2 pictures. So we wanna have all this speed going into it, and then we wanna boom and hold it, and then come up. So give yourself time to let people digest that. And I hope that has been fun for you guys. Don't hurt yourself doing this, and we'll see you guys next time.